Recording started. So we are going to discuss about notification in ServiceNow. Sharing the screen. ServiceNow is capable to send the notifications as well as to receive the notification. So here, what is mean by notification? So notification means we are notifying to someone. Okay. So these are automated messages, alerts like users, groups, an external system. Whenever specific conditions are met, okay, we are sending one message. The message we are sending to these users, groups, okay, in different ways. Those are emails, SMS, or push notification. So notification is nothing but communicating to the user or a group or external system. Okay. Generally, in a normal, we use on WhatsApp to communication. Hey, where are you? Are you coming? Okay. Like this type of messages we use in general purpose. In ServiceNow also same. Whenever any record is inserted to notify to the respective assignee or respect to some group, network group, software group. Okay. If you want to notify, then we need to use notification concept. So how we can notify means via email, SMS, or push notification. Okay. Push notification is displayed within the platform on the bell icon. So we know email as well as SMS general transformation messages. So who can configure these notifications? Okay. Only admins they can configure this notification. Okay. So under the system notification, we can see about notification information. If you want to send a notification or you want to receive a notification, you need to first enable the properties. There are some email properties are available. So we need to go and open the email properties. So under system properties, whatever other mailbox or system properties, just open email properties. Check here. See outbound email configuration and inbound email configuration. Here, what is outbound, what is inbound means there are two types of notification. You are sending one message, also you receive one message. Okay. So you sending means is the outbound. Receive means is the inbound. Okay. We'll discuss clearly about on the outbound and inbound notification in the upcoming slide. So here there are two types of emails, outbound and email. If outbound emails you want to process, email sending option you need to enable. Okay. If inbound email you want to enable this one. So both is required. You can enable email or sending, email receiving. Okay. So here there is option to all the emails you want to transfer to another email ID. Yes, this is the via route to other mail ID. We can send it. So these are the options. So as of now, ServiceNow disable this functionality in the lower environment. We need to set up the proper email accounts. Okay. So even though if you enable we cannot test it entirely. Within the platform, we can test it, but outside emails, we may not receive. Okay, if we want to receive, we need to set up email accounts. Okay, so for this, I can share one doc. You can see and refer that one. This functionality, we can test it within the platform only. Okay, so we need to enable these two properties. After that, whenever any condition is met, so these messages are automated. You don't need to always hit the send button. These notifications are triggered automated. Okay, so there are different ways we can trigger, okay, these notifications. Whenever any record is inserted or updated, or any event is called, that is the event registry. So it recognizes the events. This is the one table. It maintains all the events information. If any event is triggered or fired, okay, that event call the notification. Okay. So we'll see the first about inbound notification. Inbound notification means ServiceNow is receiving emails from the external system. Okay, from outside they are sending. So what purpose they are sending email to ServiceNow? For example, I am the one of the user. Suddenly, I was not able to open my instance. Then how can I report my issue? So I need to drop an email to the service. So what is the address of ServiceNow email? So based on your ID at the rate servicenow.com. This is your ID at the rate servicenow.com. You need to use this one. So we can drop an email to the service. Then what happen? If you send one email to ServiceNow, then what happen means whenever any inbound email we receive, system can check whether that incoming email is the what type of email. So we know there are different types. Is the forward email, is the reply email, or is the new email. System also can check whether that is the new, forward, or reply. We need to configure. We need to configure whether if that email system receive, ServiceNow receive, the email is new, then I want to implement my logic, create a incident based on the email subject. Okay. Already my user details are available here. The sender details are available. So I can update callerize the sender. I want to auto create one record. This is the one of the scenario. The second scenario, for example, the state is pending. Okay. I'm waiting for a response. So user is responded. Then immediately I want to change the state to in progress. For this also I can use inbound mail. Whenever I receive the notification, I want to change my state. For this purpose we use. So here system can understand whether it's a new email or reply email, forward email based on the some keywords. So email address. If I want to send an email, what is the email address for ServiceNow? Your instance ID at the rate servicenow.com. Okay. And every email, there is a one reference watermark number. Based on the watermark, system can identify whether this is the new or replay type email. So here we can see any incoming email, system can check three ways. Okay. So any watermark is exist. And what is the record action? Okay. These values system can check. So here, it checks the information like new email, reply email, forward. So there are keywords to identify this email. If any email subject line contains the FW, that is the forward email, and email body contains the recognized string from address, then that is the forward. If any email the reply, so the recognized watermark. Okay, notification system send the notification at that time it send one watermark. The watermark is available. Okay, that is the reply type email. And for example, there is no watermark, and we need to check that RE or specific incident number. Then we call it as the reply type. There is no FW, there is no from address, there is no replay, there is no watermark. Then that is called as a new type of email. So we need to configure whenever system receive new email, what we want, we need to write it in the script. The logic we need to write. Initialize the record. That means create a new record. We can implement the JavaScript. If I want to replay email, if I receive the reply email, what I want to change the state. If it is the forward email, what I want, I need to implement. Okay. So this is the checking process. Okay. Whenever any incoming email is received, subject line, it can verify system. Any recognized forward prefix. Yes. If it is the from, yes. Then it treat as this is the forward email. There is no recognized for prefix. Okay. Then go to the next. Okay. Or there is no from address. Then go to the next. Then check the subject line or body. Anywhere is the watermark is available. If yes, you can treat as a reply email. If there is there is no watermark, there is no subject line in the watermark matching word, we can check to another thing. Any header contains matching record number. The header INC 1234. There is no record number, then go to the subject line. Any prefix letters, replay prefix letter. Here also no prefix letter. It we think is a new email. For example, there is a watermark. We can check the tables inbound actions. Any inbound action configured or not? Yes, if it is the configured, we can execute the reply type. You send one email, you have the watermark, but you are not configured replay type of notification. It cannot do anything. It can skip. Okay. If you are not configured the logic in your instance, it cannot execute. It can skip it. For example, it failed. A header matches. Again, we need to check. If any incoming email is there, reply email is there, what do you want? The logic you must return here. If you return, then only execute. Otherwise, skip it. Okay. So this is about incoming email. So next, we can send email to outside. Okay. So how system identify the sender details means the user details already is stored in our database. Okay. So based on your email address, it can identify, okay, is my existing user. Okay. It can update your user details on the caller field. Okay. Identify the sender. How it can identify means it match the from address with your existing user table. If what happen, my details are not available here, then what happen? It create a new record. Create a new user record. So if no match found, the sender email address is added the email records user field. It creates a automatic user creation is enabled. That user is that time the user name is stored as a guest. If you see guest, that is created by system. No matching the user, it create as a guest.
That upper one is within the system, within the service now.
Otherwise,
The
yeah,
user,
your details are available. Just it can share the details.
that Beth Angeline, and the user is
Matching user,
4644.
yes, is a matching user.
Okay.
So here, this is about inbound. Now outbound email notification. Okay, we need to configure notifications. We want to send notification to anyone, user, group, okay, any external system. We need to configure under system notification, emails notification is a module. Open this notification. Okay, click new. Okay, so if this notification want to trigger, it must active true. Okay, and you need to fill the details when to send the notification, and you need to provide the who then receive those information you need to must provide. Okay, so notification to caller. Okay, so here when any incident is assigned to agent or incident state is changes to in progress, I want to send one notification to the caller. Your incident is working this much time. I want to pass one message. So when to send, there are different options are available. So I can send the message whenever any record is inserted or updated. Event is filed. So event is filed. Why means I don't want to send notification based on record operation. Whenever some other external thing is happened, at that time only I want to send one notification. In this case, I need to use event is filed. For example, outage. There is a outage on my item. At that time, I want to send notification. Those outage details I cannot store it here my incident table. That is on the another table. Okay. So at that time, I need to call one event. If that outage is happened, I can trigger my event. So whenever event is fired, okay, if I select the event, then my notification also triggered. Okay. This is the another option. Third option, triggered. Whenever any flow designer flow is triggered, then I want to call my execute my notification. Three ways I can execute.
Flow
Okay.
means?
Flow designer. Via flow designer, I can call the
Okay.
notification. Okay. So now we'll discuss the record inserted or updated. So whenever record is inserted, at that time you want to send notification, enable inserted option. Email will send to the users, receivers when record is inserted in incident table. So I want to update time. So I can enable updated. See, send an email whenever record in the selected table is modified. Something is updated. At that time only, I want to send notification. So my condition state state changes to, okay, changes to in progress. At the time only, I want to send one notification. Or state changes to resolved. At the time only, I want to send notification. We can add it. So who will receive? In the first column, I can give any static user. Okay, I can unlock and I can select the user details. So who are the available? Batch 22. He also can receive. Okay, group. Airtel customers group. They can receive. But if I want dynamic, okay, only my caller only want to receive the notification. In this case, the dynamic purpose, we need to use users or groups in field. The current selected table users only they receive this notification. Who are in the caller field, only those people can receive my notification. Okay. Then what it will contain. So subject line. Okay. So here the message we need to pass it. So subject line I want to pass record number. Number I want to send as a dynamic. Okay. If you want pass the dynamic details, okay, your record is updated. Okay. So here I want to pass my number. So for that purpose, I need to, there is an option selected variables. We need to expand. So where we can see number details, INC number details and the number field. Okay. We need to use that number field. Number. So we need to copy this part dollar followed by the letters. Okay. So your record is updated. Okay. I want to pass message. Hi, caller. So caller name I want to display. Okay. Caller name is the caller. So hi. Currently we are working on your issue. Okay. It may take to resolve 2 to 3 days of time. Okay. If I want any other information, I want to pass it. Yes, you can see here. These are the fields. Okay. For example, we need more info about what is the short description you mentioned. That details. Okay. I can dynamically pass short description. Okay. What is the value in the short description? This will be print here. Okay. I remove. So dollar is indicating always the dynamic value. Okay. So thank you. And assignee. I want to send assignee details. Assign to. You can see assign to. Here the link I want to share. Okay. Dollar URIREF. This will be open the link. When I click it, this will open in the new tab. Okay, this is my format. In this format, I am sending. Okay, your number, your caller, your short description, your one link, and assign details. Okay, if you want to see, there is the option preview notification. Okay, I can save it. There is the option preview notification. You can check how this will execute, means how it will send to the user. Like in this format, your record is updated and number will come. Okay, and name will come. And here currently we are working on your issue. It may take 2-3 hours. Okay, 2-3 days of time. So in more info about unable to connect the email, your short description, and is the link will come, and thanks. Okay, and by the username. So we'll get one notification message. See here. Okay, so we'll see whenever any record is updated. Incident. Okay, I will go and create one record. Okay, where we can see these emails. There is a email log. Okay, the system logs, emails, we can check. Why? Because we are not sending to outside. Okay, so here our subject line we know already, your record. Okay, so I'm going to Airtel agent or Airtel customer. Wi-Fi is not working. Router is not working. Okay, so I created one request. Okay, so we'll check whether our notification triggered or not. Another notification triggered, record number is created. Okay, there is an existing notification triggered 12498, but this is not our notification. Okay, I will go and update to Airtel agents. No user is there. Airtel SD agent. No user. At least I want some user. Yeah. Last 22. Anyone? Group is there, but no one in this group. That's 19. What? Billing support. Let me take some other. I can add one user into any one of the group. Mm, wait, group member exist. Why is not showing? Airtel ST agent. Okay, Airtel ST agent I added. Once I can save it, state will change to in progress. Okay, we'll go and check whether notification triggered or not. I can refresh. See, our notification is triggered. Your record is updated. Why? Because state is changes to new to in progress. Is the email is triggered. You can check here, preview. Airtel customer. Hey, Airtel customer. Okay, this is the issue. This is a link and Airtel SD agent. And you can see one watermark. So whenever you are sending reply to this email, system can identify whether this number is exist on the short description. So this number it can check in the target table. Okay, this number is my number. Okay, is a reply email. Or this is the information is available. Or in the prefix RE, the reply. If there is a from address, it can treat forward. If these two are not available, it can treat as new email. If I click here, what open? This will open the record. Okay, this is about outbound notification. Remaining two I can show you while flow designer tab, one more in the script tab. And I can show you inbound notification. inbound email action, inbound actions. So we can define the inbound email action logic. Okay. So record action, inbound email new. Okay. Active. Okay. So here you can define when you want to run this email. So type is a new replay forward. Okay. So in the action, you need to write the script. If you email is a new email, what do you want? You want to create a record. Okay. So create a record purpose. There is a logic, initialize and insert. Okay. Write that script here. Then whenever this inbound email action is triggered, at that time, your logic is executed and create a record in the target table here. Okay. So we created initialize and insert script to create a new record purpose. The same logic you can implement here. But this we cannot test it here. Not only PDI, in real time also we cannot test it. In the lower environment, the notification part they disabled. Okay, we can test only on the higher environments. Production only we can test these scenarios. Okay.
Okay.
So explore here. Okay, create one notification. Okay, test it outbound notifications.
So in inbound script is required.
Yeah, if you want to create a record, whenever email is a new type of email, if you want to
Mm,
create a new record, the new record, how we can create it? Auto create what? Initialize and insert method. Glide record
mm,
and initialize. What are the fields you want to update? That logic we need to write.
okay. Okay.
Fine. Tomorrow we'll discuss one more topic.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.